Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today we do have two devices going head to head. One of them is going to be the iPhone 16 Pro on the left and the other is going to be the Google Pixel 9 Pro on the right. So quickly getting the specs out of the way, with the Pixel 9 Pro we do have the Google Tensor G4 chipset and we do get 16 gigabytes of RAM, so a pretty nice amount of RAM. And with the iPhone 16 Pro we do get the A18 Pro chipset with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So we do have double the RAM on the Pixel 9 Pro, but going head to head, let's go ahead and see which one is going to be the better optimized device. As always with these tests, I do a boot up test. However, this really doesn't mean too much. So let's go ahead and see which one boots up first. Both of them have their logos opened up. So the Google right there and the iPhone right there. Let's see which one loads in first. We did get that Gemini logo right there. That is because of all the AI things they're pushing up. The Pixel 9 Pro has turned on, and that is going to be the beta, and we are on iOS 18 beta on the iPhone 16 Pro. So let's go ahead and see. Still taking a little while for the 16 Pro, and boom, here it is. So both of them did power on. It did take a little longer for the iPhone 16 Pro to power on, but that should not be too big of an issue. All right, now that both devices have been powered on, we can go through our apps right now. Once we go through these apps, we do have a Geekbench 6, and then we do have a 3D Mark test, which we will go over. So starting off with calculator in 3, 2, 1. Does seem like the Pixel 9 Pro. Calendar in 3, 2, 1. I think that was the iPhone 16 Pro. Clock. I think that was the 16 Pro. I'm not exactly sure. And again, if I do make any mistakes, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Camera. I think that was the iPhone. And if we do flip it around. Nope. Let's go ahead and redo that. Flip it around. That was the Pixel 9 Pro. Instagram in 3, 2, 1. I think that was the iPhone 16 Pro, just by a tad bit. Groupon in 3, 2, 1. That is going to be the Pixel 9 Pro. ESPN in 3, 2, 1. Let's see which one loads in the video first. That is going to be the iPhone. Again, these are both connected to the same Wi-Fi, so no issues on that end. Amazon in 3, 2, 1. That is going to be the iPhone 16 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. eBay. That's going to be the Pixel 9 Pro. YouTube. That is going to be the Pixel 9 Pro. Chipotle. I think that was the Pixel 9 Pro. And now we move on to our game. So the Pixel 9 Pro is actually doing a really nice job. Smash Your World 1 to 2. Let's see. That is going to be the iPhone 16 Pro. Temple Run 2. Again, does seem like the Pixel is loading in first. Let's see. Still on our loading screen. That might be the iPhone, and boom, the iPhone does take that. So the iPhone is better with the games. That is at least what I'm getting from this test. Let's go to move on to our final two games. Asphalt 9. So these are a little more heavier games. Let's see which one loads in first. And it does seem like the iPhone did load in first. And then we did finally get the Pixel 9 Pro to load in. So let's go ahead and close out of there. Dead Trigger 2 is our final game in 3, 2, 1. Let's see which one loads in first. And clicking play in 3, 2, 1. I do think the iPhone did load in first onto the loading screen. And again, I think the iPhone does take it when loading into the game. So let's see which one pops up first. Waiting on that. And again, if you do have any app recommendations, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below, because I do want to kind of switch these apps up. And that is going to be the iPhone 16 Pro. So let's go ahead and do our RAM management test. Calculator, calendar, clock. All right, camera. This does obviously close. Instagram. All right, they have both kept it open so far. Groupon, still open. ESPN, still there. Amazon, no reload so far, which is looking really good. All right. Let's see, have they kept open all the games? Oh, well, I thought that was a reload for a second, but no. If we can close out of there. Asphalt, still there. And finally, Dead Trigger 2, still there. So both of the devices have kept open all the apps, which is really nice. I did notice the Pixel 9 Pro was a little better with the other apps. However, the iPhone 16 Pro was better with the games. It did load the games in first. Again, this test doesn't really prove much. Phones have gotten so powerful now that you can't really compare them too much. But again, people do still want to see these, so I still do these tests. Again, let's go ahead and close out all of our apps and move on to our Geekbench 6 test. All right, so with Geekbench 6, we will be running a CPU benchmark. So in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and get that started. Once this is over, we will go ahead and go over those scores. All right, so both of the tests have completed. I can tell you that the Pixel 9 Pro is feeling pretty hot in the hand. Unlike the iPhone 16 Pro, it's a little warm, but it's not hot. The one on the 9 Pro is a little hot now. So comparing these scores, we do get a 3480 on the single core for the iPhone 16 Pro and a 1339 on the Pixel 9 Pro. So more than double on the 16 Pro. And for our multi-core, again, more than double, 8539 on the multi-core and 3702 on the multi-core for the Pixel 9 Pro. So just by these benchmarks, the iPhone 16 Pro is going to be the more powerful device. But again, as you saw from the test, that isn't really how it works. Again, in a day-to-day usage, they both will perform really well, and that is from my experience as well. So let's go ahead and move on to 3D Mark. All right, finally, we are going to be running a 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme stress test. So again, once this is over, we will examine the results. So let's go ahead and start both of these tests and wait for them to get completed. All right, finally, both of the tests have been completed, and here is a look at them. So starting off with the 16 Pro, both of these devices actually did run pretty hot this time around. I honestly did get a better score previously on the 16 Pro, but this time it did run a little hotter. So best loop score is going to be 4132. On the Pixel 9 Pro, that's going to be 2608. And the lowest is going to be 2589 and 1675 on the Pixel 9 Pro. So the stability on the Pixel 9 Pro was actually a tad bit better by 2%. Not exactly sure why, but I guess it was. And then down here, we can see how the performance was based on every loop. As you can see, there's a stable drop with both these devices. And then if we do go down, we can see the performance range. And down here, we can see the battery percentage. So we did get a 10% loss on the iPhone 16 Pro. However, with the Pixel 9 Pro, we did get a 8% loss with the Pixel 9 Pro. So a little lower on the Pixel 9 Pro. And then for the frame rate, 7 to 19 on the Pixel and 10 to 34 on the iPhone. Again, I did get better scores on the iPhone on a different extreme stress test, but this time around, these are what we got. And then if we do go down on the iPhone, we do get your score versus all devices. We don't get that on the Pixel 9 Pro. As for the temperature on the Pixel 9 Pro, we did go from 40 to 46, so it did run pretty hot. I'm not sure if we can see that on the iPhone. Doesn't seem like it. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. Again, both these devices did perform really well. In day-to-day usage, you will get really good performance from both of these devices. So if you do choose any of them, don't worry, you won't have any issues. But again, both these devices did perform really well. The iPhone was better with the games. The Pixel did load the other apps a little faster. Geekbench-wise, performance-wise, the iPhone is the more powerful device. It does have the more powerful chipset, so we did get the better scores. But overall, both these devices do perform really nice. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And again, if I did miss anything, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. So see y'all in the next one.